Welcome back, beautiful people. We are Hector, Brian, and Frankie, your podcast accountability partners. You guys know how we like to kick it off. How do we like to kick it off, Heck?
In order to take accountability.
In order to take accountability for what has passed and what will be, there's no time like presently. So, for all of those with mouths and ears, can we have a moment of your time? We want to gain some perspective. Can we have a piece of your mind? What's going on, gentlemen?
What up?
Yo, what's going on?
Made it through another week, bro. It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy month, man.
Yeah.
Busy month. May is, I don't know what's happening, man. May is just wilding out right now. It's crazy busy. Home front, at work, everywhere, everything. Just...
You know what, man? For me, busy is good because you know handyman is sometimes business be slow, but right now business is good. So I mean, busy. When I say I'm busy, that's good, I guess. You know what I mean? Me and my lady, we decided on what our next goal is going to be, right? So since we made that decision now, like the only thing needed is capital. So like doing anything that's not like creating some kind of income doesn't really make any sense right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh. But it's been so busy, bro. I know we haven't really got to do anything, for like behind the scenes, really for the growth of the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that, man, because I feel like I'm growing as an individual. So that's for the podcast, right?
I feel you. right. Yeah, equal partner in the podcast, man. So as long as you're growing, we're all growing in some way. You know what I mean?
Word, man.
I believe in that.
What's good with you, B?
Well, I definitely intend to be busier. I just signed up to do Uber Eats deliveries the other day.
Oh, that's right. I you told me about that.
Yeah, they already did the background check and everything, and I'm approved. So I'm gonna start that this week. Yeah, so on my days off, like in my slow time, I'm gonna be picking up a few deliveries, trying to make a little bit of extra cash because
there you go.
Definitely need some money. So
right.
So I want to work that into my plan. Basically using it for a little extra cash just to maybe pay a little extra on some of the bills and whatnot. Until I beat down all my debts, and then at that point, if I still want to do it, I could just use it just to collect a little money on the side. So, I look forward to seeing how that all works out. I want to work it into my schedule. Usually Mondays and Thursdays are the best days for me to do something like that. So like Monday, say, I drop my son off in the morning, drop him off to preschool, then I could do my workout and then hit the deliveries. I don't have to pick them up till 5 o'clock. So if I want to, that'll give me a solid 3-4 hours, maybe longer. After I'm done with the gym, to just try to bang that out, get some money in there. Right now they're running some kind of promotion, like for your first 180 trips, basically they guarantee you at least $1,800. So it's like $10 a trip, I guess.
They guarantee you what? Guarantee you what?
$1,800 for your first 180 trips.
All right, y'all hear that? Anybody looking to make some extra money, man? They guaranteeing $1,800. I don't know if that's only in Connecticut, but if you're in Connecticut and you're listening to this, man, and you want to make some extra money,
at least in this region,
do the 100 deliveries, get that 18, and slow down, whatever.
For real, I'm trying to hit that 180. Extra $1,800 bucks. Yeah, that'll definitely help. And then I've been like looking at other stuff too. Just in my downtime since summer's approaching. In my line of business, stuff usually slows down. Like weather's nicer, people could do more stuff outside. So there'll be less people in our indoor play park. So that'll give me a little extra time, like when it's like kind of slow, if there's nothing like clean or whatever. I was looking up an article. It was like 15 legit ways to make side cash, and a lot of them are just like they're apps. Like there's one called Cash Kick or Kick Cash. I think it's Cash Kick.
Okay.
Basically, you download these mobile games, and then after you reach certain milestones, they'll pay you. So like I just started playing Monopoly Go because you can earn $200 playing Monopoly Go once you reach a certain amount of boards. Otherwise I would have never played Monopoly Go. Like I see people playing all the
Right.
time. I'm like, man, that game is dumb. You want me to spend money on dice rolls? No. So like, that's one way. They have like mad games too. Like I'm not even like a mobile game player, but
Mm.
if it gets me if it gets me like $100, $150, $200 just to reach a certain milestone, I'll do it. Like especially if I got some free time on my hands. So I'm
Yeah.
looking into
Oh, yeah.
that. Then there's other sites like Survey Junkie. Like
Yep. No, I heard of
you
that
can
one.
take you get paid to do surveys. Like some of them, it could link directly to your PayPal. So that's like actual cash that you get. Some of them do like gift cards, which is just as good as cash, really. Like especially if it's like a Visa gift card, you can use it anywhere. So I've just been looking up
Mm-hmm.
like little stuff
Yep.
like that. I put a couple of them to the test already, so who knows? Maybe I can make a extra $250 every week. Just playing mobile games.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
So I'll
What I
definitely
like
I'll
about
definitely
that
update you all.
that
Hell
all
yeah.
right, that sounds like fun. What I like about that Mosby is that like gaming is it's kind of part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you enjoy gaming, like you know what I'm saying. So if you could make an income doing that, like it's it's like shit. It's only but a handful of ways that I don't like mind working for like a 9 to 5 kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's either like I gotta be able to have like mad leisure time, like right, I gotta be able to. When I say leisure time, like the perks you create yourself when you at the job, taking an extra break. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? A little extra time on your break, or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? I used to be making up perks, but that's one thing I like. When you have a 9 to 5, and I think like it's the only way to go if you're not doing anything you're passionate about. Like you gotta either like
Mhm.
don't mind it, you know what I mean? And it's hard for me not to mind a lot of shit. So, but you gotta either like don't mind it, you know what I mean, or like because I don't feel like anybody should be anywhere where like you have to be numb to work there. Like you have to
Mhm.
like be half of who you are. Like you know what I mean. You have to dumb down your light kind of thing. And when I say numb to work there, like when I was working at the post office, Hector, like I mean, my postmaster used to be coming at me crazy sometime. Like, like I don't know, man. Like they was just like sucking the life out of me a little bit. I remember during the Christmas season, I'll be working freaking from 6 in the morning to like 6 at night. During the winter season, it's daylight. Was it daylight savings time? So when I get up in the morning, it's dark. When I go home at night, it's dark. When I get up
Mhm.
the next day, it's dark. Did I go to sleep? I don't know. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It looks the same way as when I went to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do something, I feel like you either gotta like don't mind it. You shouldn't mind it, or like it. But I feel like it's dangerous to just kind of be numb out there because I was numb and then I still got fired, man. That's crazy. I was doing that.
Mm,
I was letting the boss yell. I was doing what I was supposed to do, and they still canned my ass. So,
mm. Yeah, I feel you on that. The whole passion thing, bro. Like, the job I'm at right now, I love it. And I love, the culture and the environment that we've been able to develop over the last 5 or so years I've been there.
yeah,
Um, and, is it my passion? No, but it, it's a place where I can be comfortable. I can be me. I can get those, that leisure you talked about. Like, I work 8 hours straight. I don't take breaks. I don't take a lunch break. I eat on the clock, and I just kind of work through my whole day. But it gives me that flexibility for that work life balance. Because I can come and go as I need to. I'm a key holder, so I can come in on weekends if I want to make up time. I can come in and work after hours, if I want to
Bert,
do that.
Bert, Bert.
Yeah, and I've developed that relationship with my boss where she trusts me and she knows that I'm capable. I can get the job done. I don't need guidance. I don't need anyone to explain anything. I can just get it handled. And it's nice, man. Like that, that work-life balance like is the biggest perk for me at any
Yeah,
job. Um,
that would have
and
been
so
dope if I could get if I had something like that. Heck, I probably I could have pictured me staying, man. You know what I'm saying? I could
yeah,
have pictured me staying in the workforce, but I don't know, man. It was
I
hard for me
feel
in there,
you.
man.
I feel like that's the same thing for a lot of people, bro. Like work, especially nowadays, man. Especially after COVID, like people started to realize that work-life balance is really important because a lot of people got sent home remote, right? Working from remote, and then you realize, oh shit, I got 2 hours of my day back just from working remote because I don't got to get up and get dressed and worry about traffic and worry about lunch and like everything is right there. So you get that
Yeah,
2 hours back to your day and you start to realize, like, man, fuck work. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Well,
busting my ass for
you
what?
can get up. You can get up, brush your teeth, and put on a work shirt. You don't even have to put pants on. You just sit
for real.
Right,
there.
literally.
I'm pretty sure there's people doing that too, man. The
Absolutely.
life,
Bro.
Yeah, I was one of them. I used
yeah,
to
the life.
work when Aiden was when he was just a year old, man. I used to work from home, and I tried the whole work from home thing, and I was working, remotely, and so I was never on camera or anything, but I would put on a nice shirt and I'd be in some shorts, some basketball shorts, or something. just give you a half and half vibe, like
For real.
I'm here working, but and it
As
was
soon as I
nice
punch out,
because
I'm gonna go play some ball right outside. Why not?
yeah, for real, like just be ready for it, man, and that's a crucial thing, man, because like yeah, you're supposed to kind of work it into your salary, and if you got to commute, you want to negotiate your salary, including the commute and the gas and the time it takes and all that. But there's nothing that quite pays like that, man, except having that time back. Because I don't like sitting in traffic for 45 minutes, doing nothing like that. That shit is the worst, man. That's the worst waste of fucking time you could have. And so, like, that's what it is now. That's why wages are going up and people are like requesting more out of the job. Like it's so essential to have that shit, bro, because yeah, those little perks make the difference. That's the only reason why I'm staying where I'm at right now, because
Are they
I got,
asking
yeah.
for more perks now at jobs?
Oh, hell, I believe it, bro. People are asking for better retirement plans, better insurance, more time with PTO, more time off for this and that. Like, because yeah, nobody who wants to work in the office when you have to give 10 hours of your day almost every day to the job. Like that shit's crazy. And then they don't account for the mental aspect, because if your job is stressful, you take that shit home and then you leave home with it. Like,
Yeah,
to hell with that, man. Like, yeah, so
yeah,
oof, yeah, I feel you, Frank. I feel you. That 9 to 5 shit is crazy. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Shit. But I don't know if y'all heard about it, man. This is something I kind of wanted to talk about, man, because it boiled my blood a little bit, man. It got me a little hot. I ain't gonna lie. And we're gamers.
Yeah.
So y'all heard that Assassin's Creed is releasing a new series, right? Have y'all
Me and
heard
my
that
cousin.
yet?
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin was telling me something about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
Assassin's
gonna
Creed
be
Shadows.
Shadows, feudal era Japan, man, with shogun and samurai and all that good cool shit that we
Yeah,
used to love, like when we was playing Dynasty Warriors.
yeah.
And so I was reading some articles on it, and there's like a lot of salty people about it, because I guess one of the main protagonists in the story is going to be Yasuke, who's
Yeah.
in history he's the first black samurai.
Yeah.
And I heard people are like upset about that, like that they finally bring it to Japan, because you think assassins, you think like ninjas and samurai and all that, you think of those those kinds of warriors. But then they go to Japan, and now they're one of the protagonists again is a black samurai, and so people are up in arms about it, talking about they need better representation. It should be a Japanese guy, a story of some sort of shinobi or something we follow in that, and in their culture. And it's just like, that one got me a little hot, man. I won't lie, because like thinking about it, Frank, you said earlier, we're gamers, and so that made me think of the thought. I'm just like, man, like there's so much shit going on in society right now, like, and people choose to complain about something like that. Like, we're a video game that's pretty historically accurate, but then you want to get mad because it's gonna be a black dude. Like, like hold up, where's the problem with that?
Yeah. For me, for me, it's like I kind of got over the whole thing a long time ago. Like people are just gonna be mad. That's what they do. Like you know what I mean. I when I was like watching the Marvel movies when they came out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching that stuff, and people be complaining about the movie's not like the show and stuff like
Yeah.
Yo, I seen The Lion King remade in 3D, and that shit was whacker than the cartoon. Okay, the cartoon was way better.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to make everything the same. Like you know what I mean? It's
Right.
a different generation. Tell the story differently. Like,
Mm.
and then I don't know. People complaining about what they expect or how it should be. Well, why don't you go make a goddamn video game and make it like that then? You know what I'm saying? Like people, I don't know. I don't like getting into it, bro. I like it. People are ignorant, yo. People are ignorant as fuck.
Dude.
They're intentionally ignorant. I mean, it's bad enough that most people, all of us, most people, the masses, we're ignorant in some way. We all got some kind of ignorance in us, but intentionally ignorant. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I try not to get that shit no energy.
I feel you.
Yeah, a lot of times a lot of times it's like the same people that are always up in arms about stuff in media, video games, TV shows, and movies. Oh, they're like, oh, go woke, go broke. Those people. Like, okay, because one of the protagonists is a black man, samurai, who actually existed in real life, by the way. And then another one is there's another protagonist that's a female, right? So, they hate that. Oh, checking all the boxes. A black person and a female.
All in one. You can't do that.
Bro. Now they just gotta make one of them gay, and it's gonna be a total meltdown.
Jeez, forget it. They're gonna cancel the studio.
Hey man, I'm okay with it, man. It seems like everybody's kind of like, I don't know if it's maybe it's something because of the whole movement, all these movements going on, and people trying to learn how to respect each other, and all these new ways and different genders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying. Maybe like they want to give. I feel like entertainment. Most entertainments. When I say entertainment, I'm talking about Disney. I'm talking about like anybody who makes stuff. It's like they want it to be all inclusive. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it was Disney, but like Disney. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if Disney already got a movie with like a gay character or something like that or something. Something not fitting the norms we knew back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in our day.
Yeah. In the 90s when we were growing up, that would be unprecedented. What?
Yeah.
Same-sex characters kissing in a kids
kidding
movie? Oh no.
Yeah.
But I mean, we grow towards all that. Whatever they start arguing about, it seems like we grow towards it anyway, man. When we were kids, it was gay rights, right? You know what I mean? And I mean, now they got their rights, right? You know what I mean? It's just a matter. Once anything like that, to me, once anything like that gets started and people are jumping on board, it's just a matter of time. That's it. Something's gonna switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's typically how that shit works.
When it comes to like multimedia and stuff, I only really care that the story is good. Like if it doesn't affect the story, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
There have been instances where things have seemed like they were like shoehorned in, and it didn't really help progress the story at all. I guess people are gonna have that argument no matter what. But so long as like I get to enjoy whatever I'm watching or playing, like all that other stuff don't really matter to me much at all. Like people say, oh, there's an agenda here, there's an agenda there, but if you go back decades, there's always been some type of political agenda put into whatever you consume, because these film directors, these story writers, they're people who live through this stuff too. And so they put those things in their media, like whether you recognize it or not. Like even if you watch like a Zack Snyder movie, he's his favorite philosopher is Rand, I believe, right? So a lot of his movies, like a lot of the antagonists, they have like basically they're very uniform, like they're a bunch of like faceless monsters. It's you can look at anything and there's going to be some type of political thing injected into it, or their philosophy is going to be in there somewhere. So it really doesn't make much sense to really dwell on it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can either receive the message or
letting that
don't
shit
receive
get
the
you hot,
message.
heck, man. Don't be letting that
Yeah,
shit get you hot. You know what, heck? The last one I heard about was actually like the Ariel, the Little Mermaid or something like that.
yeah,
I didn't
same
even.
thing.
I haven't
Yeah.
heard. I haven't seen the movie yet. But it was
haven't
like the
either.
noise that was coming because that happened. I was like, I just threw my hands up, like, yo, I ain't even about to. I ain't about to
Yep,
indulge this. I ain't got time, man, because the movie's still gonna come out, even though y'all running y'all mouth, like, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna come out. You upset, man? Listen, go make a movie. Make it how you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then all your people can follow you and go watch the correct way, your correct way, should I say? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Go watch it your correct way, man. But right now,
Yeah,
this
bro.
guy, these actors, this director, this is what they say it's gonna be. Like,
And that's that. Yeah. That's the thing,
take
like
it or take it.
I like to appreciate shit as it's designed. I don't give a shit if like what was it? A few years back, man, Hollywood went and did that whole thing where they wanted to remake the Ghostbuster movies with all women cast, and then they wanted to do Ocean's 11 with an all woman cast, and kind of create like this weird, like, hey, they did it, so we're gonna do it different now because we want to empower. Like, people made it weird, and people was like, oh yeah, let's get behind that, let's jump on that, let's support that. And people are always looking to, I could get behind something weird, man. It's just like, yo, just let a classic be a classic. Let an original be an original. Let it just be what it is. It's dope. It was fun. It was entertainment. And at the end of the day, that's it. And so for this one, I see it in the same manner. Like, the Assassin's Creed series has been around for a long time, several different installments. They got a movie. I was actually fond of the movie.
I didn't see it.
It was kind of cool, man. It was
I'm terrible, man.
What's the guy that plays the young Magneto?
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. I love him, man. I thought he did pretty good in that movie. So anyway, like, just knowing, like the series itself, how it's traveled all across different continents, it tried to remain as historically accurate as possible. Like, that's dope, man. Like, let that be what it is, and shut the hell up. Like, why you crying about it? A woman and a black man protagonist. Like, that's cool, man. It's allowing the series to kind of evolve.
That's the crazy thing is, right? He said, "Oh, the movie should be like the like more like the traditional Edo era or whatever with Japanese people." Like, bro, I'm pretty sure you've seen movies like that. Go watch it again. Like, you know what I mean? Go watch it again. You sitting here, complaining and stuff. Like, go watch what you like. Don't watch this. They say, "Oh, got black people here. I don't want to watch it." Don't watch it then. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So
I think it could work into the story very well. I don't know what the story, how they're gonna work it out just yet, because they just did the trailer,
the release. Yeah.
I mean, you figure it's a story about assassins, right? People who kind of like fucking sneak around and kill people, and who are lower in a feudal society than like a woman and a foreigner that don't even belong there. Like, it would make sense that they would be used to carry out these sort of missions. Like, women, she's a female ninja, kunoichi. They exist in real life. You know what I'm saying? And then this black man, I think he was like he was just like a sword bearer. Like, he was like holding swords for the feudal lord or whatever. Like, why couldn't he, like, sneak off and do his own thing and just like sort of fly under the radar, especially in the dead of night?
Advantage.
For real.
Yeah.
All you see is white eyes and shit.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking the same exact thing. Like,
Take
this is the
advantage of it,
perfect
shit.
character because how could you use a staple in that history to go and do some wild shit like that? It wouldn't feel right. It would make you ask more questions. But then you've got this. He was once a slave, purchased, and then given title, and some of his freedom back. Like, yeah, who more perfect than that guy that no one cares about? Like, you know what I'm saying? No one knows about him because they're all so fucking big. This is feudal Japan. There were warlords out the ass fighting to unify the country. So you think about it, like, this is the perfect guy to have, like Brian said, go under the radar and do all this extra shit while still historically following the timeline that did actually happen in that time. So it's like, that is the perfect character for that.
Yeah.
So I love the idea. I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I love how you guys are talking on it, but y'all talking about, like, you guys are talking deep on it, like why it works. You get what I'm saying? Whereas opposed to, like, the antagonism of life, these trolls. Oh, it's a black man. Like, bro, what's your reason for it not being, like, for real? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the reason why? The only time I felt like it was a healthy argument, or you know what I mean. It was like okay, well, okay. I guess you guys can have that one, right? Was 007. I heard, like, what's his name, Idris Elba.
Idris, yeah.
Yeah, they was thinking about putting him in there, and I'm like,
but
yo,
listen, man. But
he'll be a good looking.
ain't he from out that way?
Yeah, he'll be a good looking 007, black 007. But I was like, but you know what? I don't know. I'm used to a white man being 007. You know what I'm saying? And then the most recent one, I like him better than all the other ones.
Daniel Craig, yeah.
Daniel Craig, yeah.
He fucking rugged, man. I ain't sneaking down no fucking ceiling. I'm kicking the door down, bro. The front door at that.
His
good.
Yeah. I think the argument for that was, like, James Bond isn't an actual, like, person. That's an alias. 007 is an alias. So those different guys are actually different guys. So theoretically, there could be a Black Bond because James Bond isn't his real name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But that's for the movie studios to figure out.
The
next Bond.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
It's almost like Doctor Who. Like, every season there's a different
that's
Doctor
a good
Who.
example.
I know when they had
when
they introduced the female Doctor Who, the first female Doctor Who, like, people were really pissed off about that. I'm like, the Doctor is always somebody different. So eventually.
I know. Imagine that, a woman being a doctor. Ooh.
Right, yeah. This ain't the 70s.
Listen, man. I get up at 4:00 this week, man. I've been getting up at 4:00 in the morning, going to do Uber. When handyman work come up, I do it. Today today was that one of those days. I've been up. I went and did some handyman work from 9 to 6, and I didn't eat that whole time.
Damn.
I went to Wendy's, pick up a goddamn salad with some classic chicken. I got home, it's grilled chicken. You want to be upset about something, that's something to be upset about. I just want to take my shower, eat my goddamn food, and shoot my podcast. Now I'm up here hungry with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hungry. I don't want this grilled chicken. That grilled chicken tastes like bacon.
Oh, man.
I don't want that shit.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely get hangry, especially on days I'm fasting. I be waiting all day.
Yo.
I can feel my patience getting smaller and smaller. Like,
yeah. I was just taking some breaths. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go back over there after this call. I'm gonna go get my food. I don't want to fight with nobody. I want food. That's it. Like, just give me my food, man. Let me be out, please. Can I get my classic chicken, please? All right, I don't got the damn receipt. Fuck you. So what?
Oh, man. Yeah, we all get hangry, bro. I'm the same way, man. I typically fast every day for several hours, and then I'll eat. Like, I'll be. Usually, I don't eat after like 7 or 8 p.m. or something, and then, I won't eat until the next day, closer to like 1 or 2, sometimes even later. So I'll go a long period of time.
Fasting, bro. Sheesh.
Always, every day, dude. And yeah, that shit. I get hangry. Like, when I want food, I want food. Like, if there's a delay, I'm mad at the delay and whoever caused the delay. Like, don't do that. Get out of my way.
Yeah, hunger causes confusion. Yo, hunger caused confusion for me. My lady the other day, I was hanging out with my lady. She was like, "What you want to eat?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, I guess I started pacing around and stuff. She'd be like, "Okay, let's go find you some food because you be acting crazy when you hungry." I'm like, "What? I feel fine."
Yeah.
But she
Oh
knows.
man.
She seen the
Oh
body
man.
language before, I guess.
So I'm gonna make light of it because it's kind of fun, man.
All right.
So Kate recently came across this thing, um, and it's this Indian idea, and it's called your dosha, DOSHA, and it's like your inner kind of mental and physical build. And your dosha will tell you, the kind of personality you are, the kind of body build you are, and there's 3 different kinds.
What is
The
it?
most
Is it like a computer test or something?
well, it's not a computer test, but it's this old school thing. But you can find them online now. You definitely
Okay.
can. And she was given a book by a coworker of hers that kind of studied it. And so Kate, kind of discovered what her dosha was, and her dosha was saying, you got to avoid things like fatty foods, and you have to exercise because your body is typically the kind that suffers exhaustion quickly, so you gotta kind of give yourself that good healthy, like there's a whole lot of things that go into it. Kate has really been like thinking about trying to adhere to that style and kind of apply it to her life. But it's funny because she's one dosha and I'm the exact opposite, like the exact opposite. So my dosha says I need to eat more fatty foods, and like I need to be on this kind of diet, and like and it's completely solar opposite. So we were talking about it the other day and we're like, well, how are we going to make that work if you got to avoid the french fries and I'm supposed to eat the french fries? I don't like french fries, but you do. So like, how do we make, like, how the fuck do we figure that out? Especially when we're both hungry and we're starting to get hangry and shit. Like, where's the middle for that? And so it's like, it's just a fun thing to kind of figure out, man. Cause like I
Yeah.
said, it just, it's just a random thing that she was introduced to. And she's, trying to use it for, for sake of kind of getting her mind and body better. And I feel like, there's so much of that shit out in the world right now. Like, there's so much of that already.
Dosha.
Your dosha.
You dosha.
So your dosha, not the word is just dosha. But your dosha, whatever your dosha is one of the 3. Some people are predominantly one and a mixture of the other 2. Me, in my case, I'm 2 of them dominant with a very, very, very small mixture of 1. So the one that Kate is most dominant in is the one that I'm the least in. And so I could probably pull it up and like see what they are real fast.
All right.
But yeah, so the dosha is it could be translated as that which can cause problems. And so it's like they refer to 3 different categories of types that are believed to present conceptually in a person's body and mind. And so, there's all sorts of different quizzes that you can kind of like learn about to what you are, but there's the vata, the pitta, and the kapha. And so it's kind of like your body type, your
Ectomorph.
exactly. Yeah, it's very similar to that. But the dosha goes a little step further and connects body and mind and categorizes them.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like it was just this cool little thing, man. And when I did the quiz, man, it was pretty damn accurate. Like it pretty much nailed me right on the nail. I was like, oh shit, like that's my body type and that's my attitude and this is what I think is stupid, and like it had me pegged pretty good, man. So I was just like, it was kind of fun like doing that quiz, and gave her a little peace of mind to see where we fall with
You know what's
balance and all
especially
that.
fun about those quiz, Tech, man? Yeah. You know what's especially fun about those quiz stuff like that, heck, is like I don't know about other people, but for me, it's like, sometimes I'll be thinking I'm like I'm an eyeball, or like, you know what I mean, or I'm unusual, or like I don't even know how to explain myself, right? Then you
Yeah,
start reading something about Aquarius. I'm like, okay, that sounds like me. That sounds like me too.
right.
Like, wait a minute. That sounds like me too. That sounds about right. Like, it's either they have like the right words to generalize most people and put them in categories, or like they know something about me, man. You know?
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's what's fun about it, because like I feel like there's some accuracy to it. You know what I mean? Especially if you answer the questions truthfully. Those categories that they've separated. There's some truth to it. Like you can find yourself in little bits of each category, but then you find like the ones that you're predominantly most of. They tend to be how you wake up and go to sleep kind of thing. Like this is your operating system. This is who you are. But you might be an introvert extrovert or an extroverted introvert. Like they're like different things that just, yeah, that's me a lot, that's me a little. And in this particular quiz, man, it like I said, it nailed right on the head, man. That shit it was kind of fun to see that.
Yeah.
And they go through and tell you all the kinds of things that you should avoid in terms of like different kinds of stresses, and even down to like what you should be eating, what kinds of things should be in your particular workout, your routine and shit like that.
Yeah.
It goes pretty deep, man. There's all sorts of different things on it. And for those people that really like what is it, like astrology, like your zodiac, and kind of knowing all this and that, it's one of those kinds of things that feed that a little bit. When you're trying to do a little self-discovery, if you will, some soul searching, it kind of helps you align a little bit more with something that, just another thing out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, y'all y'all got time, man. Dosha, DOSHA. You can find
All
that
right.
free online quiz. Like, I think the quiz I took was like 20 questions, or no, what was it? It was like 16 questions.
It was online.
It was in a book. It was in some book I saw, but I'm sure you could find one online.
I
And
was
then
gonna
yeah,
ask you.
it just
I was gonna tell the good people you're gonna leave a link in the description, bro.
yeah, no, I would have absolutely. But like I said, yeah, I answered the 16 questions as true as I could, and then at the end of it, you just kind of tally up the points you have based on your answers where they fall into the categories, and then it tells you, and then you go read it, and then yeah, you can go and do more research on that particular thing. So I am equal parts Vata and Pitta, and very, very low on there, the Kapha, as where my partner is very, very high in the Kapha and very
Are you
low
reading
in
it right
both.
now?
Yeah, no, well, online I'm reading what they are. I just remember what she was telling me she was and what I
I
was.
mean,
I
let's
remember.
get a visual, man. Pop it up, man.
Okay, so I'm
Ain't
gonna
nothing like
just
seeing
pull.
it too, right?
I just pulled up a wiki page, to be honest, man. I just
Hey,
made
but
it
whatever, man.
real,
We up here, man. Whatever.
yeah, real
It's
simple.
still a resource, man. How many people pull up wiki pages? I don't pull up no damn wiki page.
Yeah. so these are the types right here. So you got the Vata, the Pitta, and the Kapha.
They is not even
And
spelled
so
the way I imagine they would be spelled, bro. Kappa with a K.
yeah, that's how I could be pronouncing that incredibly wrong, but like phlegm, like the ph, or like that's how I'm reading that, like Kapha, I think. So if I'm wrong, my bad. But yeah, it just, like I said, it just tells you. So you can look up like the Vata, and then what does it say? The wind, or what was characterized by the properties of dry, cold, light, subtle, and mobile. Movement in the body is due to properties of Vata. Pain is characteristic feature of. There's all sorts of weird things that you can kind of find out. But like it was saying, one of the articles I was reading was that I have, like I have a good amount of muscle, but it's hard for me to get muscle because I'm so thin. So I have a much thinner frame. I can eat a lot more and not gain any kind of weight. But I'm very physically active. I'm able to keep up in my age. I could go out and play for 2 hours and be good for it, kind of thing. Somebody else my age goes out, play 2 hours. The next trip is to the hospital, kind of shit. Like, like it was saying that the Vata, they're just a little bit more agile and a little bit stronger. And then the Pitta is a whole different thing. Like, and they go about talking about your metabolism. They go about talking about your medical health, like, what things you should avoid, and kinds of things you should pursue, and just all sorts. So yeah, just I'm not gonna dig into too much, but yeah, just go check it out, man. So it's called Dosha.
Hey, you know what? I
So
want to do something unusual today, guys, man. I
mm,
want to do something unusual. But usually behind the scenes is when we're talking, when we're plotting. Usually it's behind the scenes when we're talking and plotting, planning our individual moves. And I'm getting feedback from both Brian and Hector and other people I consider my accountability partners. But today we're gonna get some feedback live. I'm gonna show you what I've been working on for the past maybe like 2 weeks, man. But
okay,
you just go ahead
okay.
and order it. But I'll pull it up and then I'll start explaining, man.
Uh,
So let's see. Share. Okay, this one. All right. Join my Real Ones campaign. Join the My Real Ones campaign to experience up to 3 hours free on any service in my wheelhouse. Now, the let me see if I can and how it works. Let me see if I can explain how it works. Okay, how it works. 1, use this card to receive 2 hours free for any handyman service in my wheelhouse. 2, after 2 hour visit on this card, rate and review your experience. 3, pass the free offer to anyone you feel would benefit from my offer. Right? Experience the Thule touch, real service, real results. Keep thinking F. That's me, Frankie Francis. So the idea here now, and I made this card right with the idea that again it says join my Real Ones campaign, and I'm pretty sure anybody would be interested in like what the hell is this Real Ones like. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're more interested in 3 hours free, right?
yeah.
But to get that 3 hours free, the next question would be like, well, what the hell is a Real Ones campaign? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You know, most people, if it's free, it's for me, right? So the Real Ones campaign is this is going to be my way of collecting real life reviews and testimonials from customers. I want the physical thing. I want the card. I want the card back after I give it to them, heck. And I'm gonna take those cards, and you see this wall behind me, or a
mm,
wall in the house, but it's gonna be like my customer. I plan on making that my customer review wall, right? And the
okay.
whole angle, my whole angle now, right, is that I'm getting pissed off now. On some real shit. Heck. I'm getting pissed off with social media. I'm getting pissed off with everything right now. You know what I'm saying? Even the games, like Brian talking about, everything's pissing me off because everybody wants you to subscribe to something, and it's getting sickening.
Yep.
It's sickening,
Yep.
and it's like, and me and Brian was having this conversation the other day, Hector. I want to go sign up for a website or get a web name or something. I can't remember what it was, right? But I brought a package. I brought one of the packages. You know what I mean? The bare minimum package. I ain't need much. And then it started to upsell me, and it was like, oh, for added security, extra blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, what is this? What the mafia shit is this? What are you talking about? Extra security? I just brought you shit.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like I just paid for you. Now y'all over there like, oh, your information may not be safe on that plan. We could protect you.
sheesh. Sheesh.
Yo, these dudes, yo, I feel like we're being played with. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a spiritual game, but it's spiritually, it's just like the mafia, bro. They might as well be, beating you up and telling you need protection. You know what I'm saying? They might as well. So,
Yeah.
so it's that. It's all these things I'm hearing about, like when you like Instagram, the algorithm's changing like every couple of months, and then Facebook with the ads and everybody with the ads. God damn it, everybody with the ads. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
telling you
Oh yeah.
like they tell you got to use ads, you got to pay money, you got to do these things. Social media is the place to be if you want to grow and make money. That's what they tell you, right? So now this is what happened to me, and now I'm like all involved on like trying to grow on social media to feel growth. But more recently, I recognized like, yo, I've been making money for like going on 4 years without like, I mean, I haven't really gotten work from social media, like you know what I'm saying? And then
Mm,
the things they teach you to put on social media, right? You got to know your customer avatar. You got to know, you know, who you're working with, you know, who you're trying to get, that kind of stuff. All types of stuff. You got to learn how to write in the description, call to actions, all that shit. No, we're going to cancel all of that, right? With a simple card. Now, I feel like, and you guys get, now this is where I need you guys, man, because I feel like they say like physical cards are dead. I disagree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for one, you know, the older generation are the one that really likes the card. But if I told somebody, hey, it's all in the power you give it. It's the same thing as the dollar. You know, I mean, it's the same thing as the dollar. The dollar only means something because in everybody's head, collectively, we know it's worth something. You get what I'm saying? But if everybody shut the dollar off, like, man, fuck the dollar, man. I'm gonna just barter. I'm gonna go give them my apples and ask them for some oranges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then money is not needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to cut out as much as the middleman as possible. Not saying I'm not using social media, but this is the idea, Heck and Brian. So yeah, you guys see, tell me if y'all keeping up with me. I want to make my physical card worth something. Right?
Mm-hmm.
People like free. People like free, and I'm gonna come bust my ass for you for free. You know what I'm saying? And this is not for short-term gain. I'm not looking for short-term gain. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for clients that's going to call me year after year, month after month. Every time they have a problem they feel like me, a problem they feel I can help with, that's what I want to keep in their mind. If somebody came and worked in your house for free and they did a damn good job, I feel like they're going to keep me in mind. So that's the whole strategy, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I made an enemy. I'm making an enemy out of social media because, like, yo, they tell you, not even just social media, Amazon, everything that Google, everything that has a rate and review, because those can be finagled now. Those things ain't real. So join my real ones campaign. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a real cart. You're gonna get this real service. You know what I'm saying? You got to get this real service. I ain't gonna give you no bullshit and no upcharge. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to do. I want to connect directly with the people, and I want to start cutting out the middleman as much as possible. What I offer is a physical thing. It's not it's not intangible. It's physical. I'm not offering a digital item. I'm not selling anything online. I'm in your face. You know what I mean? To come work for you. Now, as far as the customer avatar, Hector, right? Brian? As far as the customer avatar, now, I already worked with plenty of people around Connecticut and Fairfield County. These are the people that's going to get this free offer. They're going to get I already work for you. You guys know me. Y'all know my work. I know these clients. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't have to go chase no customer avatar because I have customers. Like, they're still calling me to this day. Return clients. You know what I mean? Now, I want their grandma. I want their aunties. I want their uncles. You know what I mean? These good clients that call me back. I don't need to put it. If I put it on the internet, let's say if I put it on the internet and everybody starts jumping on this shit, like, oh, I want that free ride. I'm gonna be a busy ass dude. So there's supposed to be exclusivity in anybody who gets these business cards, basically. And I just feel like it's gonna work, man. Do you guys got any feedback for me?
So that last point you just made, you're going to be a busy guy. The appeal for free is in the word itself. Everybody loves free, whatever it might be. And free is not something that comes around a whole lot nowadays. Because you got to mix in that free with convenience. Because just because the burger today is free, that also means you got to wait in line behind 300 people, and you're going to sit there, wait 2.5 hours to get that free burger. So is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you kind of put it in the balance. And so then you think free in another sense. Okay, like, well, when you were saying you want this tangible item, for repeat customers, I'm thinking repeat customers. Okay. Grocery store, you got to eat. People go to the grocery store all the time. So what do you get You get this little rewards card, maybe you get some deals off a specific brand. You get coupons, right? Coupons.
Yeah.
Everybody loves coupons.
Yeah.
So my brain thought, okay, this is kind of like a coupon in a sense.
I guess.
But who's gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna mass produce these and just give them out? Because then if you do that, you're gonna run into a lot of busy time that you're not in the moment you're not making money off of, and you hope that you do get those return clients.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the trade-off is, 3 hours, in my opinion, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of time in my sense because I know the quality of work you do. You don't half-ass when you show up at the job. So you're giving 3 good hours of good quality work to someone and hoping that people are willing to, provide word of mouth about your services or, maybe pass your information along to a relative that they know they could benefit from, kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So 3 hours to me feels steep already, but if you can work a way to kind of get that into your calendar where it's not hurting you, like maybe spend some time thinking about where they can find out more about the My Real Ones campaign.
I have a
And have a
brochure as
whole
well.
exactly, like, so,
Yeah, and I'm actually
and
gonna fix up. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, no. So I was just gonna say, like, one thing I noticed that I see a lot with things like this is, frequently asked questions, or the FAQ. You ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, what does this mean? Do I get all 3 hours in one day? Do I have to schedule the 3 hours? Do I have to do the 3 hours in a year? Can I give someone else my 3 hours? Like, there's going to be a whole lot of things that's going to come up. So you're going to want to kind of very, very detail oriented go through and kind of nail down some things, so that it makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense for you and for them at the end of the day. Because 3 hours is a lot of time, bro. Like, that's a good chunk of time, man.
Yeah.
But I like the approach, and I like that you're willing to show and prove to your clients.
That's what
And
it's about.
I love that you call them clients and not customers, man, because customers come in and out and whatever. Clients, they are for life. You take care of them, they take care of you. I like how, for me at least, in my brain, and the way Kate operates too, client feels a little bit more important than customer. There's a better relationship there. But
Yeah.
that's semantics, whatever. But yeah, really, really just kind of detail it down to what you're offering, and make sure that they know the experience they're getting.
Yeah.
The Thule Touch, yo, really is a real service. I mean, like, I know that. I've seen your Instagram. I hear you talk about it passionately. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, like all of what you do. So I think this is a good approach to, advertise in a sense, but still be able to give back to the clients that are really taking care of you, man. Because without them, there's no you kind of shit. There's no
Yeah.
Frank Thule without your clients. That's a real thing.
So I think that's I like the questions you asked. I was me, Hector. I'm the more I learn about myself, and I'm into learning about myself.
Mm-hmm.
The more I learn about myself, I'm realizing I am a little bit of a control freak, right? And to an extent, like
Mm-hmm.
not a control freak, but I do, like, if I can do something to control, like, if I know I can do something to control the amount of people I can get, then I'm gonna take it, right? So again, it's a card. It's not an offer for the internet. So, everybody can't get it. You have to have the physical card. The only people getting my physical card is people I already work for, right? That's the plan.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they've already used me before. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the card when they call me to use me the next time they call me to use me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then after service, after service and payment, I'm gonna be like, hey, the next time you call me, yeah, I'll give you 2 hours free. I mean, they already used me before, but now they're gonna want to call me again. Now I got 2 hours sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
They might find something to do. I got 2
Right.
hours there.
Right.
I got two in the possible, because there's a third one. I got 2 in the possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the idea. So, the customer is only gonna get 2 hours free, for the first visit. They get an additional hour once they pass the card, and I've seen the other customer. They get an additional free hour. you know, that was just that's a little more incentive for them to really want to pass the card. Let me get this dude here for another hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, is
I
what I
like
was
that.
thinking. Yeah, and
Okay.
I just want to step away from like I was really planning my jump back into social media. I'm building content, and I still plan on jumping on social media and building and putting content out. But I'm more interested in growing organically nowadays. Like I want to grow organically. I don't want to do the hustle to be to win on social media. You get what I'm saying? Out
Mhm.
here is a hustle. I get up at 4 o'clock. I'm getting up at 4 o'clock, and sometimes ending my days at 6. That's today. And now, and to be a content creator, you know what I mean, or to grow on social media, they want me posting how many times? I got to schedule what?
Yeah.
How much work goes into that? These guys are
Yep.
the new boss. You know what I mean? And I went into entrepreneurship, so I don't have a boss, or my clients are
Yep.
my clients are my boss directly. No middleman boss. I'm
Yep.
dealing directly with my people. You know what I'm saying? The more I can do that, the happier I will be. I know. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
But in the meantime, you know, I'm gonna start with my return clients, the ones that I already know, like, and trust me. I'm gonna give them 2 hours free. I deserve it. First of all, you
Mhm.
know what I mean. And then, honestly, heck, if I'm working, let's say I don't know how many hours I'm working a week, but let's say I'm working 80 hours a week, right?
Mhm.
If I'm working 60 hours a week, and I get it, like it, you know, a few of my clients hit me up. I mean, if 2 of them hit me up in a week, and I went and gave up two free hours, like, you know what I mean? I'm still getting 50, 56 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, again, this to me is not about the short term game here. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I'm trying to build a rapport. I'm trying to build a, not only that, I want you to see what I'm capable of doing. I feel like 2 hours, in 2 hours, I could get some shit done. Get some shit done.
Absolutely.
I've
Oh yeah.
reorganized whole garages, you know what I mean, basements. Like, it
Yep.
don't take me put together furniture and shit like that. I put together a whole apartment, not in 2 hours. That one's a little steep. That's a day job, but
Yeah.
like kids moving into college, like, yo, heck, I'm telling you, bro. I get from unloading the truck to staging the room. I'm there
Mhm.
for the whole part, bro. They'll have their blinds and stuff hung before I leave out the door.
Mhm.
I want to show
That's
people
dope. No, that's
what
dope.
I'm capable of in 2 hours. You know what I mean? And hey, if it's a big job they call me for, they be like, "Yo, this dude getting some shit done." Nah, keep going, man, keep going. It will pay you for the rest.
So at the end of April, um, my son's orthodontist, braces and all that.
Mhm.
The orthodontist, she did this giant community give back thing, and she paid for every client plus one to have $10 at the arcade, to have a round of bowling, which is like 60-70 bucks for two people. They got to play laser tag, which is like 10 or 15 bucks, and we got to sit there for like 3.5 hours to do that one night, man. And that was for her entire client list, which was dope, that she was willing to give back. I saw so many people having so much fun, man, on someone else's dime. And everybody left there feeling good. They had food if they wanted because the food was paid for. It was a good experience, man. So many people came and enjoyed that shit. And if anyone ever asks me, hey, you know a good orthodontist? Yeah, actually I do. I'm like,
You get what I'm saying?
so that's
You get
what
what I'm
this feels
saying?
like to me. This
Uh,
is what that feels like, Frank. I feel like that's a good thing because no one likes to work for free, bro. But this isn't you working for free. This is you giving back. That's kind of how I choose to look at it, and I feel like most people will. This is a benefit to your client. Hey, I appreciate you keeping me in business. Let me take care of you for a little bit.
Hey,
So
hey, man, before
run
I
with
ask for
it.
Brian input, man, I just want to say, man, what I'm trying to no, I'm about to say trying. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to follow a law to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? There's laws that man made and there's laws that nature made. That you know what I mean? There's laws that we don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But there's a law that says what you give out, you will receive back.
Mhm.
The energy you put out, you will receive it back. The energy you put out. Let's think about that. The energy you put out, right? Because the
Mhm.
only thing people can see, they can't see my thoughts. You know what I mean? They can't feel what I'm feeling at the moment. unless I share something out my mouth. So the energy you put out, I put out. If I'm out working for somebody and I'm busting my ass, I'm working for them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm busting my ass for them. I'm making sure I do a good job. Like, sometimes whether like I will bust my ass for anybody that pick me up. But there's people that sees the intangibles in me and they appreciate it, and then there's people that don't see the intangible in me, and it's not much appreciated. They might even ask for a deep discount by the time I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that don't stop me from working harder, because the energy I put out is the energy I'm gonna receive. Yo, there was one guy I went and worked for, and I'm pretty sure I told this story up here, but there was one guy I went to work for. He had me come over there, help him move in, help me do the whole job. And then right after we got the bed that almost didn't fit upstairs, he leaned back, smiled, he said, "I ain't got no money, bro." I was like, but instead of losing my shit, heck, because a dollar's a dollar. I could have, like, he ain't give me what he owed me, and I worked for him. But like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, for money, it's not money don't do that to me, yo. It don't raise me up. Like, yes, I come and I work hard and I work for my money, but like, if you want to short me, like I don't know, man. It just don't do, like, it don't get me, it don't do enough for me to get riled up. So what I end up doing is I told the guy, I said, "All right, man, look, can you go give me a review or something on Google?" Like, and the shit took the dude back. He was like taking it back, like, what? Like, I think homeboy was expecting a fight or something, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But he was
waiting for you
taking,
to start throwing hands.
yeah.
Oh
So when I
man.
did that to him, heck, the dude he does extermination.
Mhm.
He done been over here twice already. No, matter of fact, I
Mhm.
think 3 times. Now we're bartering. It ain't even about
Yeah,
money. You
that's
know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's it.
If you could come and make my house a more comfortable place, to come through, bro.
Word.
Anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word. And then you guys, he understands your personality. He can go share you with someone he knows that could use the service, and vice versa.
Vice versa,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's what it's
Yeah,
about.
man.
That's what it's
Sometimes it's
about.
better just to put out the better energy. You know what I'm saying? Because the
I'm
energy you put out, I got, and that one I got back instantly and from the same person. But it don't always work like that.
nah.
You know what I
No.
mean? Sometimes you
No.
just gotta let it go and let it be. Like, you know what I mean? One of the things my mom taught me and Brian the most was, she used to say to us the most, if somebody stole it, they probably really needed it more than you, or something like that, or like, you know what I mean? She was very big on not crying over spilled milk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And honestly, heck, you see what we do here out in America. You got people mad because a black person on the screen. Like, if we was blowing up over spilt milk all the time, like, black people wouldn't be nowhere. Like, we gotta be this calm. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Some of us, you
Oh,
know what I mean? There'd be a bunch of
word.
them ready to fight all the
Word.
time. Like, there's a bunch
Word.
of us ready to fight all the time. Some of us gotta be calm, man. We
That's
gotta
real.
be cool. We gotta use our head. I ain't even
That's
get to
real.
get no feedback from you, bro. We an hour or two now. Hector ain't get to do his thing neither.
I got one loaded, but yeah, I'm curious to what B got to say about it, man. I'm curious the
For
input.
real.
Well, first, somebody did that to me, I probably would start tossing all the stuff we just brought up all the way back downstairs. Well, but yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys covered a lot of what I was thinking. For this is something for your preferred customers. So the simple act of handing them the card, it lets them know that you appreciate them, right? And it gives them this feeling of exclusivity, like you said, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't hand this out to just anybody. I've worked with you, more than once already. I like the type of person you are, and it's a pleasure doing business with you. And if there's anyone that that you think could benefit from my services, I'd be very happy to work with them as well. And a lot of people will be more likely to, one, like, give your information out to someone else. But then the people receiving it, since they're getting that referral from a trusted person, a friend or family member, they'll be more likely to use your services as well, right? And given the nature of the business, that's not something you want to really like blast online anyway, right? Because you want to keep it within like a pretty tight circle. So, your
Yeah.
client list, it's not something that you're aiming to be, thousands of people. You want like a solid, say like a solid 100 people. Not even that many
Yep.
probably, but like,
That's right. And no social media. You know what I mean? I want to do it without having like, yo, you can. And I just want to say this before we let Hector do his thing, man. You don't need social media to grow. Like I know how much they're pushing it. I know how hard they're pushing it, but they're also like changing the algorithms, and that's the other thing, bro. They're working just like the government now, yo. When you go to any place government, they can't explain something, they just blame it on somebody higher up. Oh yeah, they did this. Now social media and everybody else blaming on the algorithm. Oh yeah, the algorithms. We don't
Somebody
know.
control the
Fucking
algorithm.
algorithms. Like, please.
Yeah,
Please.
and
I don't know how dumb you
that's
think we
another
are,
thing
man.
too.
We've been on Facebook since Facebook first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you telling me my message don't go as far as before? Because what? I gotta pay for ads. What? Crazy, man. So I just want. I'm interested in organic growth. I think that's gonna be
Yeah,
my angle. However that
and
happens.
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that would appreciate, like a more like grassroots approach. That you're not relying on like social media and things like that. Like some people actually do appreciate that, word of mouth business and things like that. Dang, there was another point I was about to make. What was it?
Will one of my cars help you?
Uh,
I made like 3 different prototypes. So I know I'm incentivizing it by giving up another hour if they pass it on. Right. That was one of the things I was talking about. The reviews, those being authentic, because like on social media you
oh
can
yeah,
really
that's
fake
another
those
thing.
joints
Yeah.
now. On Fiverr, bro. I was on Fiverr one time, and this one of the things said pay me $25 and I will write you a 5-star review. I'm like, yo, for real? Like for real, you could buy this shit? Like for real, you could buy it? You know what I mean? Every time I post a video online on Instagram, somebody in my inbox, first person in my inbox is, hey, post it with us and we'll push it forward for you. We'll put you on the top of our thing. Like, yo, you know what I mean? I gotta pay for everything, man. I'm not trying to. I ain't getting the business to be paying and losing money. I can't got in the business for myself to make money. So
Word.
I want to focus on the money producing action, less on social media. That's the whole idea, B.
It makes sense. It makes sense to me, bro. Like I said, tweak it, fine print, all that good shit, so that everyone knows that once this card is handed out, this is a platinum. This is a platinum member card, man. This is everybody not getting this card, and here's why you're getting it, and kind of just lay it down, and then man, just when they have questions, they got answers to those questions, kinds of things, and
Yeah. Hey, I might skip the FAQs too, handing it to my people, right? The people I already dealt with.
Right? Huh? Yeah.
They're gonna ask me the FAQs directly. They're gonna put it
That's
online.
right. Yeah. No, it's good,
All right,
man.
from minds to matter, man. I know Hector's been waiting, man.
Yeah.
Almost 10 minutes over. From minds to matter, from our heads to your eyes. No need to visualize. Midjourney will share with you exactly what's on our mind. And with that, it is time. Hector, take it away.
Let me get screened and I got you.
Oh, shit. That part.
That part. So just kind of keeping the conversation in, man. Like, we started with talking about Yasuke and, to hell with those bad energies. And then we started talking about the doshas. And here we are talking about giving good energy back to your clients that's taking care of you. Yo, energy comes hot, cold, and cool, man. Just, wherever you're at with it. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? Going with the whole vibe check and all that. Just be authentic, man. Just be you. Don't worry about all that extra shit, man. And sometimes, like I said, it runs hot. Sometimes it runs cold. And other times you're right there in the middle where it's nice.
Yeah.
But being aware of that makes a huge difference, man. And we've had so many different conversations up here on PC Your Mind, guys, that, I feel like all of you out there that have been watching us consistently, because today's episode is special. This is 52. 52 weeks we've been doing this.
That's a whole year.
That's a whole year. We have been doing this for a year. And so I feel like a little bit of a celebratory need is here today amongst this episode, man, because
Hey, you know what, man? Next episode, that's it. Next episode is reflection. Where were we a year ago, Hector?
where were we a year ago, bro?
Where were you a year ago, B? Didn't we try to start this with you, B? We tried to start it at the beginning with you. Where were you a year ago? Right. Now we got questions we want answers, man.
Mm-hmm. So this piece is just to that, man. Just running who from where I've been to where I'm at now. I haven't been running away from anything except bad energy, and when the bad energy catches up to me, I've been able to kind of address it and kind of dissuade it from going on any further. I've been pretty consistent in my life this last year, and I've been feeling pretty good about it, man, with both my home, my friendships, my family, with my work. With anything I'm touching right now, I feel very confident in my ability to handle it with grace. And I feel really proud of that. I'm proud of myself for being able to do that. And I know that this podcast right here has helped me get that, has helped me achieve that and stay consistent, because I'm on here with my brothers. These two guys here with me, y'all, have been there from the beginning. We've been through all sorts of shit together. These guys know me. And I feel good about being up here consistently every week. So
for a year.
Here's to 52 weeks of growth, and here's to a lifetime more coming, man, for me and mine. Anybody in my circle, anybody within my sights, man. I got growth in mind for all of us. So that's what
right.
this is, man. That's all it is.
And before we even close that down, if this resonates with anybody, man, we have a store. It's called a piece of your store. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's items in there waiting for you, affirmated pieces. If it meant something to you, you get that piece. Or we're working on being able to create original pieces for you from your mind to matter.
Mm-hmm.
You, me, and Midjourney. You, Hector, and Midjourney. You, B, and Midjourney. Okay, so check us out, pieceofyours.store. Mm-hmm. Check out the merch.
Indeed. And yo, listen, man. It's Frankie, it's Brian, it's myself, Hector. We're up here, we're doing it, just three buddies just living life and experience it and getting up here talking shit every week and having fun while doing it, growing, being mindful, being accountable, working on impact, working on growth and change, and just being better, man. So go to the store if you want, or just show up and just come chill and talk with us. Leave a like, please. Go to YouTube or leave a like if you're watching the video. Leave a comment, man. That helps us kind of be able to kind of engage back with you guys, okay? And then subscribe. So we're doing this every week. We plan to do this for a little while longer too. So just come chill with us, man, and let us know that you're out there. We want to know that you're out there.
Yes, sir.
All
right, you gonna take it away, man?
So with that, seriously, for all y'all that came through and let us borrow some time, we'll see you next week on PC of Mine. So much love. Thank you.
One love. One love.